But worried. We starting off on a good note. I hope y'all remember the topics because I don't got my phone on to fully remember.
I'm already looking at them.
Cool.
Josh came with the heat this week.
Hey, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the StruggleHolics podcast, episode 87. This thing.
My nigga.
Nigga was blanking. I blanked on this episode.
We are your hosts, Clayton,
J Smooth,
Alisha
Amondo.
and I apologize for not having a video last week because Josh wore a green hoodie and it fucked up the green screen.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
Man, I was looking
boy,
for
dropped
the
the ball on that one.
post. I was like,
I didn't even
Clay
peep.
uploaded that.
I didn't even peep. I went to go edit it or whatever because we had Kayla's niece and nephew over this weekend. So he was playing the video game. I'm like, you know what? Fuck, I could just go ahead and edit the video. When I try to edit it, as soon as I changed the background, Josh like whole torso basically disappeared. I'm like, what? Then I took the effect off and I seen Josh. I'm like, this nigga's wearing a green hoodie.
And then today, bro, I had a shirt on, and then right when I sat down and like while you were setting up, I realized it had like green in it in the circle. I'm like, bro, what
Mondo
the
got
fuck?
green in his shirt, so we about to see how this goes.
Oh yeah.
Is it any shade of green?
Yeah,
his hoodie was like
his hoodie
Like
wasn't
dark green.
Yeah, it wasn't even like the green screen color. It was more like a gray green, but it still
It
disappeared.
caught it.
Oh wow.
So if y'all are watching this video
I
and
ain't
y'all
got no
see,
heart.
if y'all see a certain part of Mondo cut out, that's why.
No, he heartless.
You hardly saw in these streets, man.
Yeah,
Had to be done.
but yeah, we came up. Well, Josh came up with a lot of topics, so we about to just jump into these.
Go ahead, Josh.
Well, let him go ahead and just pick what he
Okay. I kind of want to start with the one that happened maybe the furthest or longest time ago about Andrew Tate getting banned on like Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and all that stuff.
I don't think they banned him on YouTube, but they banned him.
So who is
him
that?
on
Because I don't know
basically
who that is.
Oh, you ain't seen Andrew Tate?
No.
Oh, man.
Do you ever
At least
like
would love
scroll
him.
on like YouTube Shorts or TikTok or anything like that?
TikTok, yeah, but I've never
She's
seen
seen
How's
him.
that-
I
how's
guarantee
that-
she's seen him. She
I'm
just
on the
don't know
other
his
side
name.
of TikTok, like the
No,
ha-has,
no.
the animals, the couple TikTok.
They probably had
The
Andrew Tate
lesbian
with a bunny
TikTok.
like this shit soft.
The best way to describe Andrew Tate is he you know how extreme feminists could be? Well, he's an extreme red pill man. Like
Oh, okay.
he's basically like the male version of a feminist to where he's basically
Never seen him.
wow.
He ugly?
But basically he's this rich dude and he was doing like you know who Kevin Samuels is?
Yeah.
He's basically another version of Kevin Samuels.
Oh, okay.
But women didn't like what he was saying, just like how Kevin Samuels was. So then they were just like reporting him and trying to get him banned. But he didn't even have a YouTube page. Everybody else was just posting clips of him.
And then he was going on a lot of people's shows too, though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say shit.
And he has this thing that he runs. It's called the Hustlers University, and it's basically long story short, it's a fucking pyramid scheme. But it's like you subscribe to his service, and then you basically are making accounts and uploading his stuff, and that's why. Like for a long time, you were seeing a bunch of Andrew Tate just over and over and over because they were just recycling that shit. Yes, that's what he was teaching at that shit.
I thought what he
if
was
you
doing-
recruited
You can make money off
people,
that too, though.
yeah, if you recruited people, you got paid on commission on it on people that you got recruited.
that's a legit pyramid scheme to
Yes.
sell me. That nigga is smart. Like,
Yes.
that is smart as hell.
But even then, like you can make money off the YouTube pages too.
Yeah.
Like,
But basically what he was doing, he was like just basically trying to allegedly give courses on how to teach men to be men or because he's like, you know, the world's basically trying to make men more feminine and make women more masculine. He's trying to bring back the masculinity in men is to make it.
Like, why did he get blocked on everything? Though?
Because the shit
You gotta
he
see the videos though.
Oh, because of the stuff he was saying?
They clip them. They be clipping some shit though, and they don't have a full conversation.
like
live.
it's some
But-
stuff he says I agree with, and there's some stuff I don't agree with. Like he was like,
Exactly.
if he
I
goes,
don't agree with everything
if a man goes out and sleep with another girl, but he loves his girl, that's not cheating. But if she even talks to another guy, that's considered cheating. I'm just like, yeah, nigga, that's kind of extreme.
Yeah, I'm like,
what?
He was like, if a man go out and sleep
hurt
with
you.
he like if a man goes out and sleep with another woman, he like that's nothing. That's exercise. Like that's nothing. Like a woman going to do that, it's not the same thing. Like he's like a lot of his points is extreme.
So when I get back to you, man,
go to them streets and come back.
But the thing that really set all of it off is when he got accused of kidnapping. Him and his brother got accused of kidnapping a chick.
What?
They're Romanian. They live in Romania.
I ain't heard this.
And apparently, this chick was at Andrew Tate's house for like a day or two or some shit like that. She was there for a long period of time. And her boyfriend was blowing up her phone trying to get in contact with her. He couldn't. When she finally responded back to her boyfriend, she told him she was kidnapped by them. So he calls the police, and the police go out there and be like, yo, we heard that she was kidnapped or blah, blah. And Andrew Tate and them got video of her like, we didn't kidnap her. She Ubered here. Here, like we DoorDash food, like all this stuff. She's the one answering the door and getting the stuff from them. If she was kidnapped, she could have left at any time she wanted to. Here's video of her having fun, laughing, drinking, having a good time with us. And then when she wanted to leave, she left. But she told her boyfriend she was kidnapped. So people didn't listen to the full story. They just heard she was kidnapped and just ran. This dude's a monster. This dude is kidnapping women. He's raping women and blah, blah, blah. And
like, why? If you're in the media spotlight, why would you? You know what I'm saying?
It's because
girl.
It's because of the stuff he says online, that the extreme stuff that people clip. So then people don't like him.
So that's why he got blocked. But people were reporting him or something.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh yeah,
feminists.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, probably they was
when he say stuff like
top hated motherfucker. He one of the top hated niggas though.
I'm surprised that you had never heard of him.
No, never. That's funny.
He's loved. He's loved by men, hated by women. He basically like. But when he says stuff online where like women can't talk to other dudes, but I can go out and sleep with as many chicks as I want, and it's not cheating. Like the way the red pill men try to justify shit is like a man cannot. Like women duties are negotiable. A man's duties is not in a relationship. Mm-hmm. As to where I have to at least be working a job in order for a chick to even look at me. I have to at least provide something in order for the women to look at me. I have to be working. I have to be good looking. I at least have to have a car. I have to at least have my own place.
You got to be all that. What you talking about?
No, I know.
But that's real life though. Yeah, this shit real life.
I know.
That's real life.
But like men gotta have that.
One or the other.
And then when you're in a relationship when you're in a relationship too, I'm looked at as I need to cover most of the bills. At least most of the bills. I need to cover that. If somebody breaks in the house, I have to protect you. Like I'm not about to tell you to go do it. I have to do all this stuff, but women, you literally don't bring anything to the table but sex.
Ooh.
Like, what?
I don't say that they say that.
They said that, but
that's how they just.
Yeah, that's what they say. There's like a woman don't need to necessarily have a house, have a car, need to pay for dates, need to pay half the bills, need to like.
So he fresh and fit junior.
Basically,
that's what I'm hearing.
But
no, he's bigger than
that.
He's bigger. But I'm saying like this is how they justify saying shit like, you know, if a man chooses to go sleep with another chick, then like my duties, like basically they're trying to like, if I want to go do it, that's exercise, but a woman doing that and I'm providing all this access shit to, if I'm paying all the bills, I'm supporting your lifestyle, I'm doing all this shit, me going to sleep with another chick is not that bad. When you like, and you going to go talk to another dude is completely out of the picture. That's how they try to justify shit. Or they say like biology wise, if you go back into the old times where men,
I would say they think that was more primal though. Back in the old days, that's
how they try to justify. But like we're not in the primal times anymore, so you can't really move like that.
There's so many other variables now.
Because they're like men. Basically, like one thing I heard them say one time was like, men are forced to deal with women's emotions or hormones when they're on their period. The hormones are all over the place, or when they're pregnant, men are forced to deal with it. They can't complain anything. But why can't women deal with men's hormones when they get horny and they like just fuck anything? That's how they try to justify, but I'm like, bro, it's not the same.
No, it's not. Especially the pregnancy version, because that's something that I'm hoping y'all both decided to do.
But this is how that conversations go, and like I listen, and
some of the shit I agree with about.
Some of it I do, but
I feel like they just stirring the pot.
It create content though.
Yeah.
When I tell you, I'll be like falling down a rabbit hole, listen to this shit. I'm like, some of it makes sense, but then again, it's like you can't really go off primal instincts.
You can though. I say this all the time.
In today's society, you really can't.
We weren't tech savvy, but we are still the same creatures.
No, you ain't lying.
We are still the same creatures, bro.
Dumb as hell. I love y'all.
We still women too.
Women is dumb as hell. We're just both dumb, but in different ways.
Crazy. And that's how this game go.
He ain't
like the reason why
that's
they say
how this shit go. Being dumb and women
What do you
crazy.
mean by that?
Exactly.
What is it? He said what he said.
That's literally how the game is, bro.
Here's another thing. Like,
I'm sorry, that's how this shit goes.
Today's world, we practice more women's mating strategies versus men's mating strategies.
Exactly.
Where back in the old times, women had to get with the best man they could find. Where men try to sleep with as many women as they can, which is why men go out here and they basically like when they have a beautiful relationship with everything, but then when you find out he cheat and then you see how ugly the chick is, so why you fuck her? It's like, listen, men will fuck a hole in the wall if they could.
They have, and some have gotten lucky on the other side. Shit.
But like, what's name?
Who knows if they really was lucky?
But men put up with women's like women want monogamy, where they want the one dude, they want this, and this, and men give them all that, but then it's still an itch, and then we're like, I want to go fuck something else, even though I'm not emotionally attached to this person. I want to go fuck this person, but still go home, which is why they say like that's exercise for men, because I have no feelings attached to you. I can have sex with you and not care about you and still love my girl, where women can't do that. That's what they say.
Women can do that easily more than men.
Well, they say
once we're done with your ass, we're done with your ass.
Yeah, but
I know, but that's what they say.
That's what they say. Like you have to.
If a
be,
woman does that means she is done with you. Like she have no respect for you.
Yeah, she has
no. You ain't got no respect for you.
Men have that mental switch where they can go back.
But they say there are some women who can. I mean, like who's like that. But then they also like it's not majority of women who can do that. Like if you're truly in love with your man, you're not looking at another man. Like you're 100% dedicated to your man.
I feel it's the same way with men, though. You might have a little glance here and there.
In some situations,
then you're not the right one. Then
they say men are only as faithful as their options.
Through a woman's eyes. That's the whole
men are only as faithful as their options. Is what they say.
What do you mean?
If you're a man and you have options, you're always gonna be like it's gonna be that itch to where like if I know I can go fuck this person, I know it's a chance for me going to fuck it. There's a lot of dudes who will
I don't agree with that because like look at let's use an example. I don't know, like celebrities, football players, like things like that.
Oh, football
like,
players for sure do it.
No, I'm saying like ones like like fucking Russell. Let's use the ultimate example.
I mean, but like
you know what I'm saying?
Let's say look at it like this, like.
But you see what you had to
or
go.
Like,
he's not the average guy.
No, that's what I'm saying though. But I'm saying that's what I'm saying. So you're not the average guy. So you have more options. Your pool is fucking a sea of. Look at Justin Bieber. He's been with Haley for a minute now. I've been waiting for him to mess up.
No, just because you don't hear they messed up, don't mean
I don't think he did. But
no, you signed
NDAs
is a thing.
I don't know.
No, NDAs is a thing.
Usually when he does something,
Alisha, if you slept with a dude, like a famous dude, and after y'all slept, he was like, "Yo, I'll give you $3 million. You sign this NDA, you can never talk about this."
I would have did it for $1 million, honey.
Exactly. But if
I did it for $1,000,
I give you a couple thousand.
I know, but
it depends on the celebrity.
I know, but like that's just me saying, like I'll give you a price. I tell you, I'll give you $300,000. Yeah. After we had sex, you sign this NDA, you can never talk about this.
No, I'm saying, but if you really, it just depends. I just feel like if you really want to be out there fucking, you're gonna be out there fucking. If you want to be with somebody, you're gonna be with somebody, and that's.
I guarantee.
Some people want to be with somebody and be out there fucking.
That's amen. Or that as well.
I just say be honest.
Or let's say,
I just say
be honest with yourself to the other person.
That's
but
what I say.
Then again, too, a lot of times men can't practice that. Average man cannot practice that, especially today with today's modern woman.
It just might not go your way.
You're talking about honesty.
You gotta accept that loss.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Gonna accept it.
Most women won't accept that, especially if you're an average dude. If you a dude that like you got money and status and everything, they might accept it then. But if you just the average 9-to-5 working dude, you like this chick, but you're like, yo, listen.
Gotta have game too.
That's
where a lot of shit game.
Well,
that money
it's like automatically.
Cool too, but that game.
No, to some degree, bro.
Y'all said no. I see it going a lot out here.
No. Clayton got a point, bro. Clayton got a point, bro.
I'm not saying that don't play a factor.
Because by default, bro, like if you're an average Joe 9-to-5 type of nigga, you're on an automatically shorter lease. You got less room to fuck up. before.
It depends on what type of 9-to-5 worker you are, though.
I think it's opposite.
Have a game though, and like,
no,
you right, out here who ain't got shit and got 2 hoes right now.
But do they know about each other?
Yes.
I mean,
hey man,
but the thing is, but the thing out there, they out there. Here's the thing: they are out there, but you running the risk of not being able to hold that down, and a lot of things too.
True.
I'm not gonna say it's gonna last a long time, but it's happening.
It's like it's almost like a craving to where, like, let's say you wanted the chick bad enough, you can go fuck another chick, but she's still not her for some reason. You still want her, so
she not me. Period.
So once again, like, let's say hypothetically, I approached Alisha and I'm like, yo, listen, like, I'm digging you, blah, blah, but I'm not gonna be monogamous to you. I want to be in a poly relationship to where I can, like, we can date other people. She might not, like, she might be like, you know what? Nah, I'm not with that. Like, I'm not down with sharing you with another chick or whatever. Now I'll run the risk of losing that with Alisha. It's like, yeah, I can go find me another chick, but they still not this specific one that I wanted in it.
Yeah.
So that is going to be a never ending cycle of that, really.
Yeah, but shit, you'll find somebody else.
Will you though?
It's possible, but then, but then again, too, most women
Yeah.
are not down for that. There are some women are, but most of them are not, and that's the game. That's the risk you running.
I'm not gonna say most women are. Just like
most men are smart enough to not
of
take
the man.
that risk.
But not every
Depending
dude.
on the status
The average
of the
dude
man.
make about $40,000 to $50,000 a year.
Yeah.
So majority of men are not going to be able to run that game.
Yeah, no, hell no. Because a lot of niggas ain't got no game at all.
Shit.
Like,
And
if
they-
I'm gonna
and
get
they got
cheated
women.
on, like, it's like they say, I'd rather cry in a fucking BMW than a fucking Kia, bro.
That's right.
A fucking Honda.
A lot of them ain't gonna get a BMW though. A lot
I'm
of
be
them gonna
crying
get
in
that
the
Kia
Lambo.
regardless.
I'd be like, I don't know where he's at tonight, but I got his credit card.
Bro,
Be blessed.
That's what I'm telling you. Like, these rich and
regardless.
famous
It's only
people, they got their main chick, but then
Be
they also got
blessed.
some side ass.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm telling you.
All right, so while we're on the topic of like
Side notes?
relationships and everything,
Good one. I like that.
do y'all think that men are sacrificing their happiness way more in relationships than women are? Or
Yeah.
what is your thoughts on that?
Clay hopped out the gate. Go ahead.
I'm
Clay.
like, yeah.
You got the
I'm
feel.
not even saying that about me. I just think in general,
No,
like,
I ain't
just
say that.
because, like, you hear more, like, well, me being a guy, obviously, you hear more, like, when you get your homie and they've been in a relationship for so long, how's it going? And you can see the pain in the niggas' eyes, like, dog.
See, no, these women are getting dragged and abused. Like, not even like, I don't even mean like just like abused, like physically. Like,
Oh, no, they both abuse
these
each other.
women have been going through the absolute struggles out here, and I just will never understand or fathom. If I'm uncomfortable for, like, if I mention something that's not making me happy and it's not fixed immediately, I'm next. Like, it's life is too short.
You
to
expect
be doing
change
this.
overnight?
Not overnight, but if I like actually see you actively working on it, like, you know what I'm saying, not repeating the same things over and over, not just, I'm gonna be like, okay, all right, we're working on it, we're doing it. If you're just out here, if you're not happy, you're not happy. I feel like a lot of people stay in it for the wrong reasons, men and women. If you're not happy, leave. They're like, but he's this and I'm that, and don't matter how much money you got, don't matter what kind of past you had, don't matter what your future looked like. Leave.
That's
my words of advice today.
All right.
Leave.
Y'all got anything y'all want to add on that?
I mean, my longest relationship, just to give like some background on it, my longest relationship has only been 6 months. So I've been a very
no stake in the game.
But you're young though.
Yeah, and at the same time, I'm able to really understand and comprehend when it's not working. And then I'm seeing repetitive action, and then like they come to me for like advice to try and improve, and like you see them put in like the things into work, but then you see 3 separate occasions where we're taking 3 steps back. Now we're back 10 spaces, like worse than where we started.
You got to learn to find out narcissistic traits. Not necessarily somebody being a narcissist, but when you need to learn when somebody's more about them and not like the relationship.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's an important part too.
Yeah, that's why.
But have y'all ever changed in 6 months or whatever though? Have y'all ever tried changing too? If them telling y'all that it's something they don't like about y'all?
1,000%.
Yeah.
I'm beginning a dose of
for sure.
reality in this relationship. I ain't even gonna lie. I'll be like, damn, I really am fucking up. I'm sorry.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Is that recently or in the past also? That's what I'm saying.
It's in the past.
I would say more recently. In the past, I was always like, no, for real. I was always like, I'm right. Whatever I want. This is how the relationship is gonna go. But as I get older and like talking to people and like learning things, like there's another person to the side of that relationship. Where you have to recognize that. So I feel like sometimes women get in that zone sometimes too. Like, oh, the man should be doing this, this, and this. He needs to come to me. He needs to approach me. He needs to bring me money. But what are you bringing to the table? And I don't mean like sexually or like looks wise. I mean like, are you a good person? Are you going to communicate? Are you going to be open-minded?
Feminists going to be mad at you for saying that out loud.
Alisha, let her preach.
I'm just saying what I'm saying. Because I used to be one of those women like, a man needs to approach me. He needs to do this, this, and this. Okay.
She came over to the dark side.
Here's the thing. Women don't like the phrase, what do you bring to the table? Because they don't fully understand the question.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they think they're like, oh, I have to fuck. Like, no.
The question is, what do you offer to the relationship? The table is the relationship.
Yeah. Correct.
And me being the guy, well, first off, like back to Mondo's original question, yes. To use this relationship, for example, when me and Kayla first moved together, from me doing wrong in my past to like my first ever ex, and then me being done wrong too, when she would go hang out with her friends or whatever, I felt jealous. I guess you could say jealousy is the right amount of feelings, but basically, like, you know, when your mind wandered, like, I wonder what she doing, blah, blah, blah. But I'm also was fighting with myself, like, that's not fair to her. She hasn't done anything wrong. This is a brand new relationship. I got to allow her to have that trust. But I always had an attitude when she came home. And me and her used to argue about that. And I used to tell her, I'm like, it's nothing you doing. It's more so me. I'm like, I'm having a battle with myself. And I'm pissed off more at myself than I am about the whole situation.
It's insecurities.
Yeah, exactly. And it took, months, damn near a year for me to finally just get okay with her, like, leaving. And
once you done got fucked over, that shit hit you.
Yeah, but then I also was doing wrong before too. I also did wrong too, and that also had me like play the part. And since I did wrong, I'm always looking like, what are you doing? Like, so
tit for tat.
Yeah, because you know what you're capable of. So now it's like, why would I not suspect that in other people to some degree?
Exactly,
so I can understand that.
Them being on both sides of that spectrum. Yeah,
but also too, a lot of back to what Alisha was saying about like, what do you bring to the table? The table is the relationship. If the man has to bring, which is why I say men sacrifice more on average, sacrifice the happiness more, because me being an average man, in order for me to lock down this chick, I gotta get a house. Got the house. Gotta get the cars. I gotta pay majority of the bills. She wants kids. We have kids. Like, a lot of times men are comfortable with getting an apartment. I got a TV, I got a couch, and I got a bed. Yeah. I'm good. Like, this is, and I got my video game system with Wi-Fi. I'm chilling.
Big chill.
And then women come in and be like, you need a couch, you need a dining room table, you need this, this, and this. Men are like, we're simple. We don't need all that. But like, women want all this extra stuff. And a man goes out of his way to give his woman that. Yeah. And
you got to build your castle for your queen.
But also too, like, after you do all that too, I can't go out and get no side pussy either.
Like, damn, this castle is decked out around this bitch.
I can't get no side pussy.
See how much money I put in all this shit for your
girl? You see these ladies in the land?
Oh my God.
But like you get what I mean?
I think he turned it around like that.
I wouldn't even know what to say if a man said that to me, bro. I swear to God, I would just give up. I'd be like, you know what?
But I'm saying, like,
dating is not for me anymore.
If a dude bought the house for you, gave you kids, bought the cars, paying all the bills, or paying at least majority of the bills, and he's like taking care of everything is taken care of on his end. And all he wanted was some side.
See, that's where these women get caught up.
Would you allow him to go out and like
provide for yourself, stand up for yourself, set boundaries early in the relationship? Don't go down, end up living in somebody's house thinking it is what it's not, and then next thing you know, you're like, I can't believe he did this. But low key, because some guys use that as manipulation.
Yeah,
because they're gonna pay all the bills, take care of you until it's inconvenient for them, and then you're about to get dropped on your ass. And then what do you have to provide for yourself? Or let alone, what if y'all break up and you still got the kid? How you gonna provide for your kid?
Men hold on to their relationship, but like I said, if women, I guarantee a lot of men will stick around more if women allow them to get side pussy. Like, as crazy as it sounds,
It's
I'm about to text my boyfriend like, do you want some side pussy?
They gonna say no. They gonna say no.
He going, no, baby, you're the only one. I'm like, you lying. FaceTime me right now.
I be like, bro, just be real. This gotta be real. You might can get it one day.
You can't.
Hey,
I ain't gonna lie, be
it
real.
ain't side pussy if you single.
Listen,
It ain't side pussy if you single.
Like, yeah, if you honest, cool. All right,
if you can be honest.
All right, Alicia,
flame emojis in my eyes.
Alicia, let me ask you
Niggas
this:
don't do it.
if you text Phil legitly and was like, "Yo, do
No.
you want some side pussy?" and he actually said yes, how would the relationship move from there?
I'll be like, then go get it then. Blocked.
Exactly.
He would not say yeah though.
I know,
But
but
what if he did?
Regardless,
Blocked?
No.
No, I feel like
I'm not saying Phil wants it or not, but I'm saying he's not.
I'm gonna ask him.
If he say
y'all
yes.
know every single time we get into these talks, I will ask this motherfucker anything.
But
We
listen.
already still going on the Drake getting flued out. We've been talking about that for about 5 months. Every party we go to, we look at a couple and be like, we got a question. So how long y'all been together? Oh, okay. So if your girl wants to get flued out by her dream, and then it all starts going down the rabbit hole. Next thing you know, we arguing.
But basically, like, if he says yes, his relationship is now ruined.
I don't know if it was a ruin. I think I would just be a little shocked.
Exactly.
I think it'd be
Would you
ruined.
ever
It's a
look at
shock
it the
factor.
same?
It's how he plays it after he says yes.
It depends.
It's not about the yes.
It
It's
depends
how
on the
he plays it
context of
after
how he
the
said
yes.
it. Like if he was like, yeah, I would be
It's the
open.
game that
It's how
goes
you
with it.
communicate. If he was like, yeah, I would be open because shit, maybe I want some.
But what if
side
he
dick.
ain't? But what if he ain't never responded like that before? He like, well, now that you say that, I guess we consider it if that's something that
I'd be
you're
like,
into,
I was
babe.
just asking. Wait.
Right, and then you still gonna beat his ass. You still gonna beat his ass.
No, I'm not gonna beat his ass.
It's not about the
But-
I would want him
madness
to
at
be
first.
honest though. You would want
Yes.
you can't attack your partner for their honesty because that's when stuff
No,
like
you
you
can't.
said the side pussy.
You
Maybe
can't.
he's thinking about it. I'm like, if you're thinking about it, then you're thinking
Because you
about
gotta
it.
expect that reaction though.
But
It
I'm gonna
comes
set
with
that
the honesty.
boundary. You're not allowed to do that. That's not cool in my relationship or our relationship. I'm not supporting that. So then, if you really are gonna feel like you need to act on it, then we don't need to be in this relationship.
But the thing is, after you find out legitly and y'all continue to move forward, it's going to be in the back of your head that he wants to go out and fuck other chicks.
yeah,
It's like, how do you look at it?
But I wouldn't be like super crushed because I probably had maybe had the thought.
But
once or
I'm
twice.
not
thing in every
saying
relationship.
I'm not saying Alicia specifically, but like
Yeah.
I'm gonna say every
but-
relationship.
But I'm saying like chicks. There's a lot of chicks out here insecure. So once they find out that they do want to possibly go out and fuck another chick, they're gonna be walking around with that in their head constantly. It's gonna cause issues in the relationship.
It wouldn't be too hurtful for me. I'd be like, I ain't even mad
They
at
do,
you.
but they don't give like, yes, I want to, but you legit told me you want to. I
Women is
know for
fine.
sure you want to.
Okay, so what if the vice versa? What if you came up to Kayla and was like, "Hey, you ever think about banging another dude?" She was like,
Me and her
"Yeah,
had this
all the
conversation.
time."
Me and her had this
And what she
conversation.
say?
Hey, bro.
She was like, no.
She want to fuck somebody else.
I'm
I'll be real with it, niggas, bro.
I'm not
Don't
saying
think she don't.
I'm not saying she don't.
She lied.
It's all about the commitment that you have with the person. That's the only thing keeping you from fucking somebody else is the commitment you have to the other person.
Mm-hmm.
Because them same people you wanted to fuck before you got with her, you still want to fuck them people, but you have a commitment to her.
And it just it depends on your.
It is what it is.
Not, I guess, but like priorities. I guess if sex is like the primary top of your tier in a relationship, there are things that
It's
are
your
important to
principles
you
and
in your
morals.
relationship. If sex is that top tier, which some people is their top tier, and your person isn't giving you what you need, then maybe you should go and look for
But
other options.
that all comes back to communication. Too.
Agreed.
You have to
You gotta
communicate.
communicate, bro.
What are the terms of service? A lot of people don't read those.
The
A
fine
lot of
print.
people
just hit
don't
accept.
read those.
The fine
Yeah,
print. I
man.
might want some
just hit
other pussy.
accept.
What?
You ain't see that in
No
page
side pussy?
3 paragraph 4.
All right, hold on.
I can't
We
get
got
jiggy
quiet
with this
down a little
shit.
bit. We got quiet.
Kingston gonna be like, pussy? We gonna be like, oh shit. My bad, Caleb.
But I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of dudes out here who just be like, man, if I was not in the relationship, man.
Oh,
I would-
1,000%. And
I would.
I wouldn't get too mad. It's just all about, it depends on, for me, it depends on the
Delivery.
intonation. Like how he would say it. Like, hell yeah, I've been thinking about it for a long time. Like,
But
I'll be like,
here-
yeah.
Why are you so excited?
That's how that niggas be.
Here's
They
the
be like,
thing. You got to
Because
be.
you ain't never asked how her sex life was. Well, I want this other pussy because you've been doing some bullshit.
You got to when you talking to your partner, you got to walk that fine line. You can't go too far. Now, when you with your
Yeah.
peoples, when you with your homies or your homegirls, or whatever, you can be like, man, hell yeah, man, I can't.
Like, don't
man, I
raise your
want
voice.
this,
Be
blah,
like, so I was just kind of wondering. I think we should talk about. You got to be like the red
blah. No,
table.
me and Kayla had this conversation before
I'm
already.
so
We both.
straightforward.
Me too, bro. I ain't
You want to fuck
cap.
other people? Nah.
Me and Kayla already had this conversation. We both basically agreed now because I'm like, I would not be able to stomach her going out and like fucking with another dude. She can't stomach me with another chick. So it's just like it ain't gonna happen with us.
Yeah, no, I would be. Are we talking about just like a random, or is this like somebody?
It could be random.
All I'm saying is, like, I gotta be fair.
I think it's random.
If my girl can't do it, I'm not gonna do it to her.
Down to Essence Fest.
It's like
a hell of a weekend.
It's just like an understanding. Make sure y'all discussing that tonight.
Me and Kayla already had this conversation.
We about to ruin some relationships on here.
Don't ruin a relationship. Hey, look.
But also, we're about to bring some shit to the light. You're welcome.
I mean, hey, me and Kayla already had this conversation where like we both.
How did that even come up?
It came up with the whole threesome conversation when we talked about like possibly having one, and then I like we both were just chilling on the couch one day. I'm like, babe, like, could you like ever see me like fucking with another chick? Or you just being okay with? Because I was explaining to her the whole manosphere and how these people talk, and she was like, nah, I can't see you like that. I can't. She's like, I wouldn't be able to be okay with knowing that you're going to go do all that stuff and blah, blah. And she asked me the same thing. I'm like, before she even finished, I'm like, no, I can't even. I'm like, I don't even want to know about. I never asked her how many dudes she slept with before me or any of that. So I'm like, I don't want to know in general.
I got my feelings hurt, but we gonna move on.
I don't be giving a fuck no more.
I need to stop. Maybe I should stop asking these questions.
Back to Josh's original question, I think men do sacrifice more.
Yeah, I disagree.
Because I think.
Wait, why is that? Huh?
Yes, I want to know. I want to know why Alisha.
Because we went into a whole other tangent off of that. Go
I want to know why
your perspective.
I think it depends on the relationship.
I agree as also.
I don't think it's
or
like one or the other.
Let's we're generalizing because the question is generalized.
I can't agree with that because I've seen a lot of girls like
just based on what you've seen though. And there's a lot of unknown.
I've seen a lot of the 50-50. I've seen a lot of guys sacrifice their happiness, and I've seen a lot of women sacrifice their happiness.
Yeah. Well,
just because being like friends with a lot of guys too, and then being friends with women as well, and being a woman and seeing there's certain things going down.
Let's take personal relationships out of it and just
I just mean
generalize
like
in general.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You take all those relationships, you put them in a pool, you mix them up. I just think it's a general 50-50.
I do too.
I think it's more men than anything. It probably plays a part because I'm a man. I can understand the man's side more.
Yeah. I'd say in regular life, I say it's more 50-50. But in like rich people standards and stuff, I think it probably is more. I don't know. I
think in rich people world it's more women.
Yeah, for
women sacrifice more than men.
I think down here,
I think on average it's more men. Like on average, regular people, I think it's more men.
Yeah.
Because like I said, in order for
I ain't gonna lie.
Because like in order for Alisha to look, I just keep using Alisha as an example because she's the only woman here. But in order for Alisha to give or a woman in general to give a guy a chance, I have to be good looking. Women a lot of times too, depends on how tall you are.
6 feet and above.
Y'all gotta stop that shit, by the way.
But also too, depending on if I'm working, if I have money, if I have a car, where my living situation.
But you should want all this shit for yourself, nigga.
You should
want all this for yourself.
Yes. But let's not say everybody don't wake up and all this shit's automatically there. You got to get to it. But if I see a chick and I don't have any of this shit, she not gonna look my way twice after she finds out I'm a bum. I'm living at home.
Especially if she ain't got no game.
A chick could be living at home with her parents, doing absolutely nothing, not working, but because she's good looking, a dude's gonna take her.
Facts.
A man is not getting that. On average, a man is not getting the same treatment from a woman.
Yes.
So I have to do all this extra shit just to get your attention, just be able to possibly go on a date with you.
And then a lot of times the women don't even have to be smart.
Mm-hmm. And
also too,
people. Hey, on average, everybody ain't.
And
good
also too, the first date we go on, I'm expecting.
I'm just saying the truth. I'm gonna say the truth. Everybody don't look good.
That's true, but
the average
y'all niggas ugly.
But also,
because I know I'm ugly to some people, but
why was I looking through my Snapchat memories, bro? And I saw like pictures of us at our old job, and you had that y'all ugly poster. He was like laying on the ground.
Y'all ugly.
I'm saying, both of y'all don't look that good, and y'all both working and trying to take care of the house. I think both of y'all sacrifice your happiness because y'all know.
I mean, but
because if y'all had one, y'all probably would. Yeah.
On the first date too.
I don't even think it's bad to settle though.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's bad.
No, I feel like everybody settles at some capacity.
Yeah,
sometimes.
But on the first date, men are expected to pay, and it's not even guaranteed that like I'm gonna get laid. Every dude wants to fuck, but a lot of chicks finesse the fuck out of dudes for free meals.
No, I do agree. Like these old,
I know what they take advantage.
What are these old fashioned dating? What are they called? Expectations. I think they need to fall off.
And also,
this shit is just ridiculous.
And also depends too how far down this rabbit hole you want to go. If a chick wants kids and you give her kids and she ends up leaving you, a lot of times they easily win the custody battle, even though they're not the better parent, and you have to pay child support regardless. Even if you in the kid's life and you have them 50% of the time, you still got to pay child support for her. If y'all get a divorce, a lot of times more so the alimony goes towards the chick. Yeah, but a lot of times it's just awarded to the woman, where a man, you got to jump through hoops just in order to get it. Yeah, which is why I feel like
jump through the hoops for sure.
Which is why I feel like you sacrificing a lot more, like by having a kid with a chick or getting married or all this shit you have to present to the table just in order to get the chick that you want. Compared to where like women, like if you good looking, you don't have an issue locking somebody down.
And a lot of men are suffering from undiagnosed mental health issues.
No, don't even tap into that.
I think mental health. I think people use mental health as an excuse for a lot of shit.
No.
I say, bro. I just say the ball. We lost our balls out here. I ain't gonna cap.
Yeah, men are getting more feminine. Women are getting more masculine.
I'm not even gonna say that you're not partially right, but the fact that mental health is still an issue. It is like an actual thing.
Agreed.
It is
1,000%.
And mental health is an issue, but not everything is a mental health problem.
Yes.
Agreed.
And I feel like everybody used that as a crutch.
But it's applicable in certain situations, is what I will say.
Especially, I feel in relationships, it's if anything amplified because it's bringing out certain.
Also, too, I hate
like going through that. Like through
certain
a divorce,
emotions and things.
With like fighting a custody battle for your kids.
Oh hell no! Yeah, that shit's mentally draining.
Like
yes.
you're amplifying all of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And,
that shit for sure.
Insecurity,
But a lot of people
issues.
just using that shit as a crutch.
That's more.
Yeah.
But a lot of people use it. I hate that people throw the word trauma around. I got trauma from my last relationship. What happened to your last relationship? We argued all the time. That's not trauma.
Yeah.
It's trauma,
it depends what you're arguing about.
It is trauma, but some traumas I don't think they should be talked about. Some traumas it's like little offender bender. I got into an accident, but it was offender bender. Don't talk about that in the 18-wheeler wreck with me, bro. It's that kind of shit.
You don't gotta make 30 TikToks about
everything
that.
Everything is not a trauma though. Now, if you was in a perfectly normal relationship and your nigga just haul off on you for no reason, like, oh shit, you ain't cooked today, and just sock you in your shit, that's completely different. You going through shit.
It's offender better to 18.
If you were like sexually assaulted,
like that's not funny, bro.
Like, it's the truth, bro.
But that's I can see it's trauma.
Say that.
I can see that. Like
they just use the wrong word.
I'm not scared to talk the truth, bro. I'm not that sensitive shit.
I'm not scared. I just think people just get way too sensitive and they just say everything is
like that motherfucker traumatized me. What did he do?
I hate toxic masculinity. I hate that.
We already been through this. I can't remember the episode, but
we did have a deep conversation.
Y'all can slide through and find it.
I hate.
We had a big debate about this one.
I just hate that they say
that's back on the square.
But the thing that bothers me is that because it's like it's toxic to the motherfuckers who not a man. When you a man, you learn to deal with that shit.
We already talked about this.
There are feminine men out here who
but I
don't deal with that. But like on the average, men understand men problems and understand like this is shit that men go through. Like it's like this is not normal. But then when the whole world starts yelling, "Oh, that's toxic masculinity," like nigga, this is normal. What is y'all talking about toxic? Now men are scared to act like how they should act because they're scared of people calling you toxic and canceling and labeling, throwing labels on you. Motherfuckers throw labels on anything that don't even fucking match.
Oh yeah, that's
just like Kroger walking down the aisle. Bloop, 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 bloop.
You could say you don't want to date a fat chick, and you fat phobic. First off, like no, I'm not.
I ain't scared of fat girls.
Exactly.
I'm not scared. Mm-hmm. Phobia is scared of something. I'm not scared.
I'm not scared of fat girls. I'm not scared.
Right, hold on, stop.
I'm gonna give you a hug, baby. We can cuddle.
Dead, bro.
Like, you fat phobic, or like, I don't want to date a chick that got 35 bodies. Oh, you slut shaming. Oh, that's just my preference. I don't want that. a chick could say, I don't want to date a dude that's shorter than 6 feet, and it's like, oh, you height shaming. Like that's not a thing.
Height shaming.
Niggas ain't just walking around
shamer.
saying height
That's not a thing. Or like, I like my chicks more natural. Oh, you criticizing women's bodies. Like, no.
It's preference.
Going into
Men
that.
can't have preference. That's all
bro.
Going into what you said.
Speaking of men not being able to have anything.
Oh, yeah.
Man,
talk about more natural.
Clay, tell me why men can't do anything without it being considered gay.
Having me dying.
I love the transition to this episode.
Yeah.
I follow this page on Facebook. I specifically went and followed this group because it's fucking hilarious. It's called Fellas. Fellas, is it gay to ... That's the name of the group.
Some of them are so funny.
And so all day long, people just post shit in this group like, fellas, is it gay to do X, Y, and Z, like whatever the case is, and it's fucking hilarious to me. But nowadays, I just see so many off the wall shit. It's like, I think it's real gay if a dude work from home. So like, damn, nigga can't work from home now. Like, I think it's gay if a dude order a fruity drink like. I think it's gay. Like, I think
better not have color, nigga.
But I think it's gay if you order dessert on the first date. Like, that's a feminine trait.
A pink lemonade.
I'm
Bro,
like,
that would took me out if you order a pink lemonade. You're like, damn, you just want a refreshing beverage. Goddamn.
I'm like, or they was like, I think it's gay if a dude take a nap. Like, why you sleeping? Like,
what are you napping for?
I'm like,
goofy ass up.
Your goofy ass.
I'm like, dog. I seen one before where it was like, I think it's gay if a dude breathing. I'm just like, oh, like niggas
can't breathe no more.
I just always share when it's funny to me. I just share.
Pass out, fuck around.
If you pass out, you gay because you napping. Like, why you napping? Like, dog, you can't.
Nigga can't win.
Dog, I just share it all the time. Every time I share, I'm just like, fellas, we can't do this now. We can't do this. Like, nigga, I think it's gay if a dude drive. Like, nigga, I'm in the passenger seat now.
Oh my God.
It's fucking hilarious.
I got me a chauffeur now.
Like,
but it's always funny too, because like when you think about like niggas eat hot dogs, so everybody immediately start calling
Glizzy.
glizzies. Nigga eat a banana a certain way.
I seen a nigga eating a banana with a spoon.
I'm telling you.
A spoon. That's a crime. That's a hate crime. Goodbye.
I was like, how you scoop? That bitch soft as hell, boy.
But
I see my
like,
homies. They break a piece off.
Let me ask you, do y'all think it's gay for a man to compliment another man?
No.
No, it's not.
Too much. It is a cutoff point.
It depends on the compliment.
But you can definitely give him a compliment.
It depends like how well you notice, man. Like,
no, I don't think it's that. I think is like Motto said, how much you compliment them and what you say.
What type of compliment? Yeah.
And what you say.
I ain't like them that ass looking good. It ain't no shit like that.
No.
Like that ass looking
over. Like, hold on, what you mean?
Oh,
you looking good, love.
Like the way men the way men compliment each other is like you. I see Mondo. What up, Mondo? Like, damn, bro, I'm trying to get like you. I see you.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to be like you, my boy.
That's the male version to be like, like he's like, okay, you clean. I see you.
Oh yeah, that's clean. Yeah.
That's man's compliment compared
Not that ass
to
is looking fat today.
Yeah.
Nah, them old heads. That's a handsome young man right there. Them old heads don't mind telling you.
I'm like, hey, yo, y'all asses looking fat today. That's how girls compliment each other.
Man, listen, if you tell your boy...
Girls can be absolute full-on lesbian, go back like it never happened.
Dude, girls can kiss other girls.
Man, at least...
Y'all can
girls can sit on top of each other, butt ass naked, and be like, I love men, though. I am not gay.
Women can make out with another chick and still not be gay.
You can live with a woman for like a week and be in a whole ass relationship and then go right back and be like, I am straight. They be like, okay, good for you.
Men, you can't do nothing without looking too gay.
Swear to God.
You can't bend over to tie your shoe a certain way.
Back in the day, niggas
better
was more
squat
free.
down, nigga.
I think it's more of this generation. Back in the day, I don't think them niggas really cared about all that shit.
Oh yeah,
it wasn't.
No, I think it was worse back in the day.
I don't think they thought everything was gay. That's what I'm saying. I'm not
fanny packs.
Fanny packs.
That's extreme. That's extreme. You an extreme.
Everybody walking around wearing fanny packs now. Back in the day, if you wore a fanny pack, they would have clowned your ass.
If you wearing hoochie daddy shorts.
Hoochie daddy shorts.
That's what they wore. Time out. That's what they wore back in the day.
Crocs,
the hoochie daddy shorts.
Crocs.
With the fucking wife beater that was long.
Gay boys
with
staple.
the little with the nipples out. You won't see all them old pictures of these niggas out here, boy.
Mondo, the only reason why people look at it.
These niggas was out here wilding, boy.
The reason why people think it's more gay now is because it literally says hoochie daddy shorts on it.
That's because they boop, 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 boop.
I personally love the Hoochie Daddy shorts. I think
what
all
was them
men should wear
basketball
them.
players wearing back in the day?
That's
Hoochie Daddy
true.
shorts.
That's true.
Bro, all them little skater shorts.
You think it's gay for a dude to wear a romper?
Yeah.
I don't think it's gay. I just don't think they look good.
Alisha. Oh. Well, I wrestled. So it was for a sport.
I just don't think they look good.
But every day.
That's a different type of romper.
It's a sport.
We ain't talking about that type of romper. We talking about casual, go out on a Saturday brunch type of romper.
No, you going out with the boys for the night. You come out in a romper.
I ain't trying to pick between the green and the red.
It's not gay. I just don't think it looks good.
The blue jean jacket, I ain't trying to do all that. That's what they out here wearing, bro.
So would y'all wear a romper?
No.
All
right, let me ask you, do you think it's gay to look your barber in the eyes when he lining you up?
I don't.
I think it's uncomfortable.
It is.
Right in the eyes?
Yeah.
I only look him in the eyes like if he do.
I feel like he would avoid eye contact. You've done that too many times.
You don't look your barber in the eyes unless necessary. Y'all having a conversation. Other than that, you look unless he trying to instruct you on what to do. Then you look at him. But it's the awkward feeling.
No, because it'd be like the random times where like you trying to find somewhere to look. Because he like looking all over your face and shit. You like I'm trying to avoid this nigga eyes, bro. And then you staring at his shit. You like, bro, what the fuck?
You be like, look at me.
You give him that look like, is he looking at me? But he's looking at the line.
You be like, look straight at me.
No. Hey, that is an awkward thing, though.
It is.
That's an awkward thing. Yes, that's definitely an awkward thing.
That's what I said. I hate that shit, bro.
It's borderline. It's like
men are so funny. Y'all pee next to each other, bro.
No, we don't.
Nah.
Did I tell you about
you pee
unless it's to capacity, or if not, you're breaking man code. Get your ass a couple stores away from me. Why are you?
I went in the men's bathroom a couple months, not even like a month ago. I was at a concert. I was at
you're at a concert. Don't count.
The Tigers game or the Tiger Stadium, Comerica Park.
Mm-hmm.
It was crowded as hell. This is the men's line. Boom. This is the women's line. So my boyfriend said, we about to do what we have to do. And he's like, come on. I'm like, no, I'm not going in there. And all the girls are going in there. So this girl, random drunk girl grabs me. And I'm like, I've never been to the men's bathroom. I don't know what's about to go on. And I walked in there and I'm just seeing everybody's like this. I'm like, y'all just stacked on top of each other.
Yeah, it's the game. At a game, you got to expect.
I was like,
that's the exception to the rule.
Yeah, that's the acceptance to man code. If we're at a packed capacity,
that's not gay though. You never just had a little glancey glance.
No.
Why are you trying to glance?
No, you look forward.
Like the episode with Diaz.
He's looking at me.
Like the episode with Diaz. Only worry about your own penis. Unless you like penis.
But if the bathroom is not packed, it's at least one urinal across
that's
each other.
like etiquette?
Yeah.
Yes. That's man etiquette.
But there's always that one or two guys that probably just...
There always is.
I think
it's always that weird ass guy. And
what pisses me off...
That would be me as a man.
Hey,
what's pissing you off?
What pisses me off is when somebody try to...
I think Alisha keeps going.
I'd be like...
What pisses me off is when like dudes try to have a conversation with you when you pissing. Like nigga, both our dicks out right now. Don't talk to me.
How could you not though? You're literally touching tips at that point. How are you not?
No,
you're not. Alisha, we are not.
There is a wall there.
We are not respecting this.
There's no wall.
There is not a wall for some, but most of them there are.
Yeah, most have walls.
Okay.
But still, like even when you pissing, you staring straight ahead. I'm not looking left or right. I'm staring straight ahead.
You just shutting
it down.
Looking straight, you're shutting it down.
And I'm looking down.
This is an unspoken like Geico. Every dude just learned this.
Focus.
It just naturally happened. And then you get that one weird dude who wanted like, man, the Tigers getting their ass bust, ain't they? Like, nigga, don't talk to me right now.
He's pissing.
Nigga jiggling his dick talking to you.
Men are weird.
Motherfuckers.
We are.
Like we getting our two shakes in, and this man is asking me about the game. Like, my nigga.
You come here often? Like, nigga, why?
My dick out, bro. Don't talk to me.
Come here often?
Don't talk to me, bro.
That would be me.
That'd be me. I ignore people. If they try to talk to me when I'm pissing, I just stop. I don't say shit.
And then what if you have to fart? Okay.
I know niggas gonna let that fart go.
Niggas gonna let it go regardless.
At least y'all act like y'all don't fart around each other.
But we're in a stall.
No,
we're surrounded in a box.
Y'all always have to. It's because y'all always have to use the stall, even when y'all around each other. As girls, y'all don't fart in front of each other.
Niggas let it go.
I'm trying
regardless. I know girls who let it go.
Come on now.
I probably fart in front of my family, but that's probably about it.
Yeah, I'm saying when you in front of some people.
No, niggas would be in the bathroom and like walk past people and fart on purpose and let everybody smell that shit.
That's what crop dust came.
Yeah.
Crop dust.
Yes.
Y'all need help.
Some of that crop.
I'm worried about the
people
man.
think that shit is hilarious. It's hilarious when it don't happen to you.
Man.
Yeah, like when you hear about it, you're like, oh, dude.
Or if you're the one who do it.
If you like, yo, dumbass nigga, you walked in that.
Or if you're the one that do it, it's funny. But like if you're the one that got caught in the crop dust,
I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to.
If you can taste what they had, like nigga, that was asparagus.
Y'all sick. Men are just.
It's fun being a guy. Like shit like this is fucking hilarious.
Because we're carefree, bro. We don't worry about the
That's
small
why
shit.
women are becoming more masculine. They don't want to give a fuck either.
No, women.
Yeah, women are becoming the fuck.
That's the takeoff. They don't want to. Exactly.
No,
they want to be fuckboys.
I don't even think that. I think
I would like to be a fuckboy. Where do I sign up?
I think women want to be looked at like I won't even say equal, but they want to be looked at like how men look at other men. But
yeah,
we're opposites. Opposites attract.
Everybody needs to stay in their own lane.
But you got boobs, so it ain't gonna work out, sis.
Exactly. Y'all the yin to our yang.
Yeah,
correct.
We respect y'all for that.
Correct.
Yeah. We don't want. Yeah, women want to be more like men. Men don't want women more like men. We want y'all to be more women. Yeah, we don't want men.
Yeah.
Come on now.
We want women, but women don't want to be women. That's why when they hear about like, or they say there's no gender roles, like yes, there is.
They be getting triggered.
That's why like men go out and like
balance,
basically
bro.
make all the money, and women make the house the home.
Yeah,
and his role it's not looked down upon or it's not negative. Men actually appreciate that more. Like 'cause now, after I'm out in the world dealing with work's bullshit and doing everything, I come home. You give me a meal. The kids are taken care of. The house is clean. You give me peace.
Nothing's more important than your home, bro.
Yeah, when I come home, I want it to be peace. I want my woman to be feminine versus me coming home and have to deal with a masculine chick because I just dealt with masculinity all day with other niggas at work. Now I'm coming home and now me and my girl is competing about who had the harder day or who doing this and that and the third. It's like, nigga, I don't.
Well, sometimes though. Sometimes it is like that, especially depending on where you're from. You ain't got no choice. Y'all both got to grind.
Yeah,
I'm not saying. I'm just saying hypothetical. I'm just saying for those ones who say there's no gender roles or telling women to do specifically that, it's frowned upon. When I'm like, no, it's actually like
we need roles.
Yeah, to an extent. Like, for example, me and Caleb.
Life is nothing but roles.
Me and Caleb both work. She do more stuff with Kingston, like taking care of Kingston more than I would. And we both clean the house pretty evenly, but she'll clean up a little bit more. I take care of the trash, the bathroom, and then I take care of like if shit needs to be pulled outside, cutting the grass, or if errands need to be run, I need to go pick up something to bring shit home. I do that. I go to work more often. Like we do that and it works. She cooks more often, but like it works that way for us. Like it's never something we both sat down like, okay, you do this, I do this. Yeah. We just naturally went into these roles and it works out for us.
I think it's not even with relationships now. I think it's more personal. I think we lack the awareness of responsibility and how important it is.
Agreed.
No, I think because these woke movements are shaming that, and people are scared to openly say how they truly feel because they don't want to be. Basically, they scared to be jumped on by these groups saying like, "Oh, like there's no such thing as gender roles." Like, well, there is, and then that whole group attacks you, and now you feel like you got to conform to what they saying. It's like, no, what works for your relationship works for your relationship. Exactly. No, these people are not in your relationship. If it works for y'all, it works for y'all. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, I'm not shaming anybody. I think there's gender roles? Yes, but am I mad at people who are not doing that and they doing shit? No, that's y'all business. That's how y'all work.
It works.
Yeah, hell, it could be the other way around. The woman can be the breadwinner and the dude can be at home doing all that extra shit. If it works for y'all relationship, it works for y'all relationship.
Sure.
I'm not sleeping with y'all. I don't give a fuck how people's relationship work. As long as you're not fucking my girl, I don't care.
Is you thinking about it though?
No. Nope.
You drove that.
Nope.
Bro, I'm about to be done with y'all. He like every time she come on Thursday on some bullshit, honest, like, hey, honest. So I was just wondering. He'd be like, here we go. He'd be like, hold on, let me get a drink. Hold on. I'm like, I was just wondering. I'm like, I was just talking with the boys. He'd be like, here we go.
I don't think, like, it's funny because, like, I guarantee he probably be thinking to himself like, these niggas is giving up the code. Like,
no, he'll always be like, yeah, he'll always answer honestly. That's one thing I really do like about him. Like, it's very rare in a person. Like, you can literally ask him, I can ask him like pretty much any question and he'll answer it like fully and honestly. Most guys would be like, oh, well, I don't know, blah, 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 blah. You know, like, yeah, you know, don't act stupid.
Women are attracted to honesty, bro. They hate it, but they're attracted to it.
Oh yeah,
just some guys be like, doing a loop around. They'd be like, "Oh, she'll be better off." No, she will not be better off, and neither will you. You'll be low key, like suppressing your feelings.
Yeah, like even if it's brutal, like they appreciate. Like,
be honest.
You appreciate it more, but that don't mean shit's ruined. They respect it, but shit's over.
Yeah. Well, it depends on when it's being used.
Sooner than later.
Like
living your truth by any means, G-Eazy.
He said
that's how you gotta live, G.
I mean, I guess
he said what he said.
I mean, I'm trying to like remember back to what Alisha was just saying. My fucking mind slipped so fucking fast.
Talking about asking if you wanted some side pussy. I'm keeping Clay over there sweating like, no, we already talked about it.
I'm not worried about that, but I'm saying, fuck, like that is what she was saying. I'm trying to remember my exact thought that I had before I got up. Oh, I can't remember. It's going to come back to me.
Do you?
It's going to come back to me.
I'm about to be texting
not every dude wants that, but I would say probably majority of men.
I say 98%.
Yeah. I would say majority.
98%. No, it's not that you can't trust.
It's not that you can't trust.
And acting is two different things.
No, agree.
Discipline is not wanting to do it. It's just not doing it.
And that's another part that plays into what Josh said earlier. Men sacrificing more. It's like women want monogamy. Men want to fuck as many chicks as they want. But I'm sacrificing doing that to stay faithful to you.
That is kind of like sacrificing their happiness in a sense.
And this is shit that Andrew Tate would say.
Yeah.
This is definitely Andrew Tate.
This is going full cycle back to the beginning of the episode.
This whole episode with a full circle. I've been liking it.
He's like, to bring it back home.
Have Mama Adams ask her. Dude, see what
she's she's triggered right now. Just listening. She gonna be like, looking at her man with headphones on.
Right. He gonna be eating. She's gonna be staring at him. Like,
swear to God.
Like, so you want some side pussy, don't you? I'm like, what?
You say I want some sides with our dinner. What you talking about?
You say I want some
sides with my dinner. He gonna try to
mashed potatoes.
Oh, he gonna try to change the subject.
I just heard on the podcast that all men want side pussy. Tell me right now.
Listen.
Tell me right now.
Why do y'all think there's so many stories about granddads having a secret family a couple miles away from the house?
Oh, and then back in the you gotta think back in the day, there was nothing.
You
like they would just pull up, do what they have to do. Like you couldn't break it off because you would have to always see them in person. You're not about to break that. It's not like you could text and be like, I think we should do this no more. Or, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think they sacrificed more back in the day than we were willing to sacrifice today.
But then again, too, back in our granddad's day, it was really more men were doing most of the jobs. Like women had just really kind of started getting into the work field. So men were really working all the time. So it was easier for them to just go do that. But back in the day, too, if you had a factory job, bro, you could support two families. Yeah. Men were legit supporting two families just off a factory job.
Speaking, side note of supporting multiple families, I wasn't going to bring it up, but
it's here.
We got to talk about Nick Cannon.
Shout out to Nick. I was just watching Nick's Nick Cannon School.
He needs to stop.
Wait, what's the new school?
He has having another baby. What number is this? 10th?
Oh,
wait,
I heard about
that. Technically, this would be this would be 11, but he had lost that one kid.
Yeah.
So this would be 11 kids. Nick Cannon is trying to repopulate America.
How many baby mamas?
So is this a different baby mama though?
Huh?
Yeah, every last one of them different, I think.
They're all
I think Mariah is the only one that
has twins, though.
Twins, but I think every other kid is just like.
So are these women he's in a relationship with, or are these women just
I don't know.
Like, put your child in me?
Yeah,
I think Nick Cannon is like he got a couple of Wild 'N Out girls pregnant, and then he.
I think he's.
Turn your clicker off.
Do we think he's? Yeah, we're like, we think he might.
Because if I was in a relationship and I was of his status, I'd probably be doing the same thing. I'm
not having that many kids, bro.
Okay, why though?
Purposely, I'm not having that many kids. I look
like in every shade, and just I don't know.
Purposely, I'm not having that many kids.
I want to see what my jeans will do.
Every shade.
It's just instinctual.
Okay, my whole thing, have as many children as you want. He has the money, obviously. We're not worried about that and the status and all that. But my whole thing is, especially when they're all
you can't spend that
close,
much time with all that
that's
kids.
my thing. Like, you're creating a whole child, a whole nother life.
Not with different moms.
There's
like
no
that.
way.
Unless you get them in sister
wives. Well, you're going to bring them all together into one household.
But you got to think, this isn't ordinary. Every last one of them has seen the other one because he has posted every last one of them.
No, it's not about that. I'm talking about like, they're going to start as they get older. Say they all start going to school. They're going to be at different schools. They're going to be, I'm assuming, in different states, in different cities.
He got a house. He definitely has a house big enough to house all his kids.
If they were going to do that, but the chances are very, very slim.
I don't think it's slim. I think Nick Cannon got game and he can.
I think Nick Cannon.
With Mariah, she gonna be with a whole other man.
Not Mariah.
I'm saying there's certain women in that group. I feel
these
that
other
are
chicks,
dispersed.
He got them living on the same. I guarantee he gonna get them all on the same block.
So
all his kids can live like that close.
You
to
think so?
Community.
5 different women.
Yeah,
that ain't bad.
I think you
10 kids with 5 women.
That ain't bad. Okay, so
I thought we were talking about all different.
Yeah, okay,
same. I thought it was like 10 different women. I'm like,
I think it still could happen,
but still
5 different women other than Mariah. So that's really 4.
Yeah,
because I don't. He's one of the kind of men that doesn't have to lie. Listen, I want you to be a part of this, and my family. I want all my kids to be together and be able to bond with each other. Yeah. If you're not trying to be around there or try to promote positivity within what I got going on,
I'm not even talking about the baby mamas. I'm talking about the kids. Think about as they get older and stuff like that.
I think kids gonna get along, but I'm pretty sure Nick Cannon's gonna have a system pretty much good to where like all the kids it's gonna be like when he come home from his business or whatever, he comes home, they're all gonna basically be there or within a close enough distance to where it ain't an issue to like
build him. So there ain't no way.
I think so.
I lived with 6 other siblings, and I already know my parents didn't even have enough time for us.
But listen, like,
and they weren't working nearly as much as this man's probably working to provide for these children.
Yeah, but Nick Cannon,
he can take some time off later on. And all these kids are just except for the twins and stuff.
Wilding out, he owns. So even he can retire from doing that and still keep it. Yeah. He owns Wildin' Out.
Yeah.
Get somebody else to
I think he's still like the president of Teen Nick. I think he
probably. Yeah.
I don't know if he owns Masked Singer, but he created Masked Singer. And what else?
Wasn't he the host on something like America's Got Talent?
America's Got Talent.
I don't know if he owned Wildin' Out.
Yeah, he owns it. He said it. He said he owns it in the show.
Yeah, I thought he created it.
Yeah, just because you created it. Yeah, you created
it.
That's what I'm saying. Because if he really owned it, when they shut it down, how can you?
They just took it off MTV. They were going to move it somewhere else. And they were going to try to start up Wildin' Out with DC Young Fly as the host, but it not be called Wildin' Out. It's going to be the same format, just not called that.
MTV was going to try to start it back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But Nick Cannon,
take Nick off.
The reason
if you own it, how can you do that?
I could take you off of MTV and VH1. I could take your show off. I don't. Yeah. Like you don't. I'm just not going to show your show anymore. Because when Nick Cannon first started, I think back in 2005, 2006, when he first started it. They didn't expect the show to get that big, so they let him keep it, and they just thought it was going to be a couple episodes, and that was it. Then it ended up blowing up, and it kind of like, I already own it. Like, no, now we can do partner deals, but as far as the show, I own it.
That's just hilarious.
Hell yeah. So,
they're still touring, I think.
Man has plenty of sources of income.
You ever been to one?
No, I would go though. I bet you that's just hilarious.
Nick Cannon produces music and he produces movies too.
If you go to one of the shows, you're gonna listen to fucking 2 hours of his albums before they come out.
He a legend.
Wait, real quick. Do you think Nick Cannon is more legendary than Bow Wow?
Yes.
Why though?
Yes.
Why though?
Because the shit Nick Cannon has created for the culture, as many black people as he put on.
Like who?
He just put more black people on.
Affion Crockett, Kevin Hart, Cat Williams, DC Young Fly. He made DC Young Fly bigger. Carlos Miller, Chico Bean. Basically, every cast of Wildin' Out he's had, he made.
Yeah. Okay.
He gave them a platform to get bigger. Corey Holcomb, D. Ray Davis.
Kevin Hart is from Wildin' Out.
Before Kevin Hart was
on Wildin' Out.
Yeah, before Kevin Hart got as big as he is, he was on Wildin' Out first.
I didn't know he was like a character. Yeah.
Well, a lot of them had their own little thing.
They had their own little buzz, but a lot of people learned of them from Wildin' Out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he gave him that push. Some niggas be just needing that push.
Nick Cannon produces a lot of movies. He produces a lot of songs.
Like he's good.
Yeah.
Like if he wants to take that time,
he got his own headphone line.
To his kids.
Does he?
Yeah, he got his own
music that he
on.
makes with him, like rapping in it. Not top tier, like
all the beats,
not even like mid tier.
All the beats you hear on Wild 'N Out, he made.
Yeah.
Like all those beats that play that'd be his.
That'd be he. I ain't gonna say that. I'm just saying.
What else?
DJ D-Rec, he just spin the track. He just spinning Nick Cannon tracks.
He made
they don't know.
not America's Got Talent. Masked Singer. He created that show. He was the president of Teen Nick, like back when I
remember him on in the Little Maze episode. Where
like in
going on.
Like in 2011, 2012 is when he took over Teen Nick and he started bringing a bunch of our old shows back. All that
he
was
was
on all
hosting
that.
all that shit. Like every award show, everything.
That's why when
Nick
I see
Cannon's a hustler. Nick Cannon's out here.
Nickelodeon made after Nick Cannon.
You better take care of your kids.
It was the whole because it was Nick
he
and
was
Nick.
on every single That's
what it was like. Damn,
right.
wait a minute. When I was younger, like damn, did Nick?
Is he the CEO?
Yeah, what's going on here?
He might have some stock in it. He has to have some kind of.
I don't know.
Yeah, Nick Cannon at Viacom. Nick Cannon was high up in Viacom to where like the only people that was really over him was the people that owned Viacom, which owns like MTV, VH1, BET, all those channels. Nick Cannon's that powerful, like with your name. He's
that nigga.
Yeah, he really is.
And he woke too.
Shad in the corner crying right now. He's sick.
Bow ain't got shit.
Don't drop another album.
He's sick.
But that's
you can drop one before Nick Cannon though.
That's gonna do it for this week, y'all. We went over.
No, I was talking about Nick Cannon not dropping it.
Okay.
He's still dropping music.
Yeah, he did.
I think he dropped one recently.
Nick Cannon did?
Yeah, he dropped a little video on that thing.
Gigolo's a hit. I don't care what nobody say.
Vasectomy, that's what you need to drop.
But we over an hour mark, so that's gonna do it for this week, y'all. It was a good episode.
I fuck with it. The vibe was strong.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. There will be a video this week, regardless if
Josh gonna be in
the green.
Yeah.
Regardless if the green screen fuck up or not. There's gonna be a video this week. Mama Adams don't hate us for this episode. And Alisha and Mama Adams don't grill y'all men because of shit we said.
Please.
I'm gotta prepare myself. I already know the answer.
Y'all got any encouraging words for the listeners?
You don't need no side pussy. You already got one pussy. You don't need another one.
Fuck. Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. That's my advice.
Damn, they got some good shit going on here.
I'm literally in tears. My Clay's so silent because he thinking about it.
If you in the fight, don't bite nobody ass cheeks.
Huh? You ain't watched that video.
Oh, the video. I had no idea where that video was going at any time.
Bro, the fact that he sat down and then relaxed with his foot up while he's biting his ass cheeks.
Sick.
Don't bite nobody ass cheek while you fighting, man.
And
that ain't right.
Yeah, black men don't cheat. All right, y'all. That's gonna do it for this week. I'm Clay Tizzle.
I'm Jay Smooth.
Alisha.
And Mondo.
Signing out. Peace.
Black men don't cheat.